Maureen. Welcome to Power Express 2, P2 Express, I should say. And we're going to talk a little bit about today about the balance between something called tapas, which is like self-discipline, and its perfect counterpart, santosha, or contentment. So just start in a child's pose. And never take child's pose for granted. Everyone at home, you can start the playlist. So I can't stay in child's pose more than about 20 seconds without my hips bothering me. Good news is, we got it from the doctor, it's just a little bit of an impingement, so I can physical therapy work this out. Child's pose and listen to your breath. Engage your pelvic floor muscles. Encourage your bottom two ribs to zip in. And I'll invite you. So we got three things happening now. Pelvic floor, bottom ribs pulling in, audible breath, and I'll give you one more option for Kachari Mudra. Place the tip of your tongue at the roof of your mouth, and it'll change the sound of your breath a little bit. And this sends more energy up toward your crown chakra. So 4 things going on: pelvic floor tight, bottom ribs in, audible sound, and Kachari Mudra. And slide forward into puppy pose. Keep your 4 things. So it's a back bend. So it's like a child's pose, only it's also called melting heart pose. Your chest is down towards your mat. So, Maureen, bring your hips forward. Bring your hips
forward. Where? Like this?
Perfect. And then melt the heart down toward your mat.
Oh, okay. It's called melting heart?
Yeah, it's a back bend.
Okay, thanks.
It's called Anahatasana, after the Anahata heart chakra. So it's a back bend. So your forehead can be on your mat. For some of us, our neck is comfortable enough to have the chin on the mat. Mine's not so comfy like that anymore. And you've still got your 4 things. Pelvic floor tight, bottom ribs squeeze in, especially in this little back bend you've got going on. Audible sound to your breath is number 3, and your Kachari Mudra, tongue presses to the top roof, the roof of your mouth. And meet in dolphin pose. So it's like a down dog on your forearms.
Dolphin?
So forearms down, and then lift your hips like you're in down dog. Perfect. So if you want to challenge yourself, you walk the feet forward. We've got about 6 more breaths here. So sometimes that's a good place to speak to our theme, to take ourselves out of our comfort zone and to invest in some discipline, because we know it's going to help us get stronger, or it's going to improve our spiritual life, or whatever the case may be. Last 2 breaths here. And bring your elbows up to down dog. You can do it 2 at a time or 1 at a time. Work it out however you like. Make sure your fingers are spread really wide, because you've got a firm foundation in the hands. And establish your dog. So bring your feet about inner hip width apart. Yeah, at least there, Maureen. It looks good. Press your heels down. And energetically try to lift your toes. And come back to your other 4 things. Your pelvic floor, tight, bottom ribs pull in, audible sound to your breath, and your Kachari Mudra, tongue to the roof of your mouth. Breathe in, look forward. And exhale, forward fold ragdoll style. Bring the sides of your feet parallel to the sides of your mat. So that usually means bringing the toes in closer, or the heels out wider. That's perfect, Maureen. Relax your neck. And bring your feet, bring your feet to where you normally like to practice. And soften your knees and roll up. Roll on up, standing at attention. Hands at your chest, your heart center. And I'll ask you to reflect upon some time in your life that you had to invest in what we call the tapas, the self-discipline. It could be a teacher training that you did, maybe a college degree, or a big project at work. It could be relationships too. It can take discipline to nurture relationships. And let's move, friends. Breathe in, mountain pose, arms up. Take a couple breaths here. Keep your four things, okay? Pelvic floor tight, ribs squeeze in, audible sound of your breath, and the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Breathe in here. Exhale, forward fold. Head's the last thing to come down. Breathe into half lift. And we'll take a few breaths here. You can press your fingers into your shins if you like. If you'd like to go a little bit further and you're sure your back is flat, you can slide the hands further down the shins and to keep pulling the butt up to keep the back flat. And then you're going to feel that more in your upper hammies. Breathe in here. Exhale, step back to plank. Hold and breathe. So Marine's got our heels nice and forward, so it looks real good here. Keep your four things. Energetically pull the hands down toward your feet. Keep your quads engaged. Breathe in here. Exhale, lower down to your belly. So good. Point your toes back for baby cobra. And breathe in, lift your chest. It's one of my favorite postures. It feels so invigorating for me. Looks good, Marine. Breathe in here. Exhale, release down to your mat. Come up to plank, however you'd like to get there. And exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Shoulder blade squeeze. Exhale, fold. I'm going a little workshop here. Lift your head only. Lift your head only. Just your head, just your head. I know it won't go very far. And breathe into mountain pose. So lead with the head. Perfect. Exhale, forward fold. Keep looking up as you come down. So the head's the last thing to come down. It's going to help keep your back flat. Breathe into half lift. And there's a little change here. Exhale, right foot to the back, low lunge. Fingertips graze your mat, or you can support yourself a little more if you like. Long, strong back leg. And again, Maureen's got her back heel way forward. Looks really good. Prepare with your inhale. Exhale, lower your knee to your mat and slide it back a couple of inches, okay? And breathe into your version of crescent moon. So the further your knee is back, the more you're going to be able to feel this in your hip flexors. And if you tuck your butt under a little bit more, you're going to feel it even more. Maureen just discovered that. So I've got some impingement in my hips right now, and I'm doing a lot of these stretches. Breathe in here. Exhale, hands to your mat. There's no half splits here. And breathe in, lift your knee. And exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, left foot back, low lunge. Just pause and breathe here. Send your breath to whatever feels a little sticky or tight. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your knee and slide it back a couple of inches. On your inhale, come up to Crescent Lunge, whether your arms are up or not, it doesn't matter. Keep lunging a little bit further forward. The way I work this is I inhale, try to get my ribs a little taller, and then I exhale and lunge a little bit deeper forward. Don't forget to tuck the butt. Spread your fingers if the arms are up. Breathe in here. Exhale, hands to your mat. Listen to your inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, release it. Lift your head first. Breathe in, mountain pose. That's it, Marie. Keep your ribs in here, your four things. Exhale, forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Troublemaker. Breathe in, half lift.
Can't hear with this mask on.
I know.
It's like it impairs my hearing.
Exhale, right foot back. Low lunge. Go ahead and lower the knee down. Breathe in, rise up. Just one breath this time. And exhale, hands to your mat. Breathe in, lift your knee. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, left foot back. And go ahead and set the knee down softly. Be nice to it. Breathe in, up you go. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, lift your knee. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Lift your head and breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Here comes a change. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, plank. Breathe in here. Exhale, lower your knees, tabletop. And you might need to walk the knees forward an inch or two. And breathe into cow pose and stay right here and keep breathing. The big back bend. And this is going to be, I'm doing this more and more in my classes. We don't have to go chaturanga to up dog like all the time. If you come to tabletop and do your back bend in a cow, that still accomplishes what we want to do with the back bend in the vinyasa. Try to keep some of your cow pose here. It's a little bit weird at first, but try to keep some of the cow and send the hips back to down dog. So just keeping some of it. The idea is that you'll feel yourself having to pull your butt up, and that's a good thing. And on your inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step through to low lunge. Breathe in, right arm forward, and then sweep it up. Beautiful. Perfect. If you haven't already done it consciously, lift your left hip. Keep your fingers spread enough that you feel a tightness in the palm of your hand. It doesn't have to be a tightness, just a little tightness. It sends more energy through the arm, the hand, and the palm chakras. Breathe in here. Exhale, same shape, vertical twist, come on up. Great. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can try to get the left eye to find the right thumb. That can be kind of scary. So if you want to get a little more secure here, squeeze your outer glutes in toward each other. Exhale, please. Breathe in, exalted warrior, left arm up. Try to find your left leg with your right palm. Check your four things: pelvic floor up, bottom ribs in, audible sound to your breath, and if you like, the Kachari Mudra, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Breathe in here. Exhale, press your heel forward and breathe in, arms up, crescent lunge. Check your four things. Add number 5, spread your hands. Keep the 4 things as the priority. Breathe in here. Exhale, prayer your hands behind your head. Keep your 4 things, and specifically your bottom ribs, almost surely poked out when you wrap the hands behind the head. In a moment, we're going to hook our fingers like this. I'll show you, Marine. And breathe into hooked reverse warrior. So everything's the same in the reverse warrior. You're just hooking your fingers. Press your front knee to the right. Rotate your ribs to the left. That's great alignment, Marine. You got your chest nice and square to the window. Breathe in here. Exhale, extended side angles, but we're doing this Superman style. So reach your arms to the top corner of the room. Try to even the weight on both legs. It's a little more challenging with the arms extended. And twist your ribs to the left here. 2 more nice long breaths. Powerful back leg here. Exhale a little bit deeper and breathe in. Hooked reverse warrior, or just 1 breath. So hooked reverse warrior, Marine. And exhale, take it down. Your vinyasa, chaturanga to up dog or tabletop to cow pose. You don't have to do all of the chaturangas. It's that balance between the self-discipline and being okay where we are. Breathe in, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Breathe in, left arm forward and up. So right hand would still be down. And go ahead and bring your left arm up. Perfect. Lift your right hip and pull your left hip back. Breathe in here. Exhale, vertical twist. Keep the same shape. Come on up. It's really good, Marine. It's not easy to get the back heel up in this posture. At least it's not for me. You're doing a stellar job. Keep your 4 things. Exhale here. Breathe in, hooked reverse. Breathe in, exalted warrior. Right arm up. Must have my mind on my lunch or something. We record these classes on Fridays here, and I always pick up sushi after this class. Breathe in here. Exhale, push your heel forward and breathe in, crescent lunge, arms up. Keep your 4 things. If you've forgotten what they are, engage the pelvic floor muscles. If that doesn't make sense, the I don't want to go to the bathroom muscles. That'll work. Bottom 2 ribs in, audible sound to your beautiful breath, and your Kachari Mudra, tongue to the roof of your mouth. It's going to change the shape of your throat, which will change the sound of your breath too. Breathe in here. Exhale, hands behind your head. We'll pause and breathe here. So the hands are in prayer at this point. Press the back of your head into whatever it's touching. Check your ribs, and they're probably poked out. Exhale here. Hook your fingers and inhale, hook reverse warrior. So just think reverse warrior, spin around to the right. Yeah, left elbow up. Exactly. Keep your ribs in. Strengthen your back leg. Breathe in, please. Exhale. Extended side angle with your reach, so it's super side angle. Press your front knee to the left. It tends to kind of sickle over to the right here. And twist your ribs to the right. Getting stronger, self-discipline. Sticking with it, committing, devotion. Exhale a little bit lower. And breathe in. Hooked reverse warrior. Hooked reverse warrior. And exhale, take it down to your vinyasa, the chaturanga to up dog or tabletop to cow. I've only done 3 chaturangas in the past month. I've got some shoulder therapy I'm going through as well. So I'm okay doing the back bend, but that santosha. I'm content where I am. And then sometimes it takes discipline to find contentment, to be still. And let's move, friends. Breathe in, lift your right leg. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Breathe in, right arm forward and then up. Left hand is still down. Exhale, vertical twist, rise up with strong glutes. Inhale, exalted warrior, left arm up. Perfect. Exhale, press your heel forward. Breathe in, sweep up, crescent lunge. Arms up. Exhale, hands behind. Keep your ribs in. Inhale, hooked reverse. Right elbow up. Exhale, super side angle. So exhale, super side angle. So reach for your extended side angle. Breathe in, hooked reverse. Hook your fingers. Yeah, you got it. Exhale, take it down. Chaturanga to up dog or tabletop to cow. As long as you get your back bend in, I'm happy. Not as happy as when I'm eating sushi, but I'm happy. Breathing in, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, left arm forward and up. Exhale, vertical twist, come on up. Breathe in, right arm up, exalted warrior. Exhale, press your heel forward. Beautiful. Breathe in, crescent lunge, both arms up. Exhale, hands behind your head, keep your ribs in. Inhale, hooked reverse, left elbow up, back heel down. Exhale, extended side angle, reach your arms. Breathe in, hooked reverse. And exhale, take it down. If you haven't tried that tabletop to cow thing, maybe give it a try. That back bend is what sends the energy through our spine. Breathe in here. And let it out. Let's flow one more time, friends. Breathe in, right leg up. Exhale, step through. Breathe in, right arm forward, right arm, and then up. Exhale, vertical twist. Breathe in, left arm up, exalted warrior. Exhale, push your back heel forward. Breathe in, both arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands behind your head in prayer. Breathe in, hook your fingers and reverse, right elbow up. Exhale, extended side angle with your reach. Breathe in, hooked reverse. Exhale, take it down. Chaturanga to up dog or tabletop to cow. Meet in down dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg and spread your toes. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, left arm forward and up. Exhale, strong glutes bring you up, vertical twist. Breathe in, right arm up, exalted warrior. Exhale, stronger back leg. Breathe in, sweep both arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands behind your head. Breathe in, hooked reverse. Exhale, extended side angle, reach both arms. That's it. Breathe in, hooked reverse. And exhale, take it down. Take either option. Try it. Beautiful. Lovely toe roll. So good. I always recommend toe rolls. Bring your knees down, have a seat in hero's pose. Let the heart rate come down. So just sit on your heels, or if it's comfortable enough with your knees, you can nest between your heels. And to get into back bends, we're doing heart openers for several weeks. Always want to do those. At least I like to teach those in cold months, because every student that comes in the door, the shoulders are forward because it's cold out. You can walk back if you want more. However, the further you walk back, the more I want you to commit to tucking your butt forward. So a lifting of the pubic bone toward your navel. I asked my physical therapist if it was okay to do these to help with his hip impingement. She said, yeah, go for it. And you'll feel more if you promise to tuck the butt forward. It's going to leave more space in your lower back too, which is really important. That's exactly what it's designed to do. It's best if your knees are close together. Leaves a little more space in your lower back. And come on up and lie on your belly for floor bow. Lots and lots and lots of back bends in January. More importantly, they're heart openers.
So is this bow?
Bend your knees and try to find.
Outside or inside?
If you can find the inside, I would do that.
Okay.
That's,
Keep your knees closer.
Yes. She's asking you to bring the knees closer. I said yes. Because I have these little microphones stuffed in my ears.
So the pushing of the legs out is what lifts, right?
Yep. Maybe spread your toes. You got one more big breath here and release. Let her go. Left cheek to your mat. And if you like, windshield wiper the legs. Great. And come on up, Marine. And everyone at home, meet in down dog. Breathe in, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Breathe in, right arm forward and up. We've been here before. Exhale, vertical twist. Breathe in, exalted warrior. Left arm up, perfect. Exhale, push your heel forward. Breathe in, both arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, revolve lunge to your right. Pull your right hip back. If you have arm variations, you're welcome to take those here. Splitting the palms, or if you're really bending and your shoulders are open at home, you can bind. On your next exhale, hands to chest. Breathe in, rise to crescent lunge. And exhale, warrior three, launch forward. So if you lift your left toes up toward your left knee and push through that heel, you're going to get a little more lightness in the leg. Try to point the left toes down. That was a beautiful adjustment. One more breath before one leg mountain. And breathe in, lift your left knee. Dancer pose. So this is an amazing posture in my view. It's a balancing back bend. So bring your left shoulder forward and your thighs together. Try to keep your left shoulder forward and to push into your left hand. Yes. Very good. She's got her left shoulder pretty darn forward. Looks great. Prepare with your exhale. Breathe in one leg mountain. And exhale forward, fold. Just take it down. Breathe into half lift. Exhale vinyasa. You can chaturanga up dog or tabletop cow. In your chaturanga, try to keep the head lifted. It's easy to let it drop. And then meet in down dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg. You're rocking this, Marie. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Breathe in, left arm forward and up. Exhale, vertical twist. Come on up, last one. Inhale, exalted warrior, right arm up. Exhale, press the back heel forward. Breathe in, arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, revolve lunge to your left. Hands of prayer. If you feel any burning or pain in your hips, I would recommend bringing the back knee down. And if you exhale a little bit deeper, it's going to make more room for air to come in. Two more breaths. On your exhale, hands to center. Hands to center. Breathe in, crescent lunge. Come on up, arms up. Nope, arms up, crescent lunge. And exhale, warrior three.
Oh, that's what I was trying to avoid.
We're not going to be here all that long. There's an express class, things fly by. There's a really nice line, Maureen. Exhale here. Breathe in, lift your right knee, one leg mountain. And Danceroni. Find the inside of your right foot. Right shoulder forward. And kick, kick, kick. If you extend your front arm, it can kind of be like a steering wheel, help us to keep our balance. And no problem. Take a forward fold. That's where we're going anyway. By all means. It's easy to push ourselves too far in our class. And it should be a heart-based practice. So take a forward fold. Breathe into half lift. And step back to tabletop. Take your cow pose, belly drops, head up, and try to keep some cow pose as you press back to down dog. Beautiful. Bring your knees down to your mat. Peak posture, camel pose.
Ooh, don't know. Camel.
Yeah. You. she thought I said cattle, C-A-T-T-L-E. So support your lower back. Your fingers can point down. If you have the shoulder flexibility, the fingers can point up. But we definitely want some support here. So imagine you've got a stack of $100 bills between your thighs and you don't want to drop them because I'll get them. So strong, powerful foundation here. Now lift your chest and you can bring the hips out a little bit, but we're not trying to just thrust the hips out. We're trying to, the discipline in this posture is to get tall. It's easier. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. On your inhale, come back up and go back to a brief embryo pose, like a child's pose with the knees close together and arms back behind you. Nice counter posture for all the back bends we've been doing. And rise on up. So I'll give you the choice at home. You can either do traditional half pigeon, or you can lie down on your back and take a figure 4. Maureen's going for option number 1. Encourage your left hip forward, right hip back. And if you haven't tried it before, there's a self-adjust here that you can curl your back toes under and keep your head down. And with the back toes under, you can just kind of nudge the hip forward a little bit. And then you can, you're doing it perfectly. And just let the knee come down and then relax the toes. I'm sorry, you can't, at home you can't hear her questions probably very well. So, but I like that she asks questions. And go ahead and sneak on back up. Take a 3-leg dog if you were prone, in a prone position. Bend the knees, stack the right on top of the left hip. And just do whatever feels like yummy here. And down dog. And make your way to half pigeon on the other side. Whether you swing your leg up or not, doesn't matter. Just try to rest your head somewhere on your mat, whether it's a block or stacked hands or stacked fists. The idea is we'd like the neck to relax here. Take about 5 more breaths here. And please walk on back up. Make your way to 3-leg dog. If you were in a prone position, if you're on your back, you can just stay there. And Maureen, down dog. Knees to your mat. Extend your legs out in front of you, so just have a seat. So Maureen, how's your neck?
Neck is hurt on one side, but not related to yoga, something else, but it doesn't bother me in yoga, so that's good.
Great. Does it bother you in plow pose? Plow pose is when we lie on our back, put the legs up, and then send the legs back behind us.
I haven't tried it yet, but I think it'll be fine. It's kind of a one-sided specific. So let me give it a go.
Oh, okay. So heading toward plow, everybody at home. Unless it bothers your neck, I'd like you to take the seated forward fold instead.
This?
Yeah, go ahead and extend the legs back. Yeah.
No, it doesn't bother my neck at all.
Good.
But it's, yeah, it's not, there's no emphasis on the neck. It's mid shoulders and head.
Take about 2 more breaths here. Just a big counter pose for all the back bends. And bring your legs straight up for shoulder stand, or you can bring your hips down for legs up the wall pose. Either way works just great. If you have a block at home, you can rest that under your sacrum, that big flat bone at the bottom of your back.
Did you want me to go for it again?
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Maureen?
Did you want me to do it again, or just
Nope.
Here? Okay.
You're fine, just the way you are. So sometimes being still yields the most result, the best prize. And other times it's the discipline, the effort that yields the prize. And life is sometimes kind of figuring out when to apply which. When do I apply the discipline and the motivation to go, go, go? And when do I apply the santosha, the idea of I'm content where I am? And bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a little hug. And we're getting ready for supine twist. So extend your left leg. Breathe in, squeeze your right knee. And exhale, let it fall over to the left. It usually feels good to slide the hips over to the right a little bit here, because we want to try to find a place here where we don't have to work to hold ourselves in position. In other words, out of the effort and more into the contentment. What can feel nice is to wrap your left fingers around the bend of your right knee. That can usually help us to have to work less in this posture. Exhale here. And come on back to center. Give both knees a squeeze. And straighten your right leg. And as you roll to your right hip, slide your hips over to the left. A couple of inches helps. Soften your belly. Feel well that you have a disciplined practice. It matters not if you practice at home or in the studio, but as soon as we open up more spaces, get into the studio. It's so much fun to practice as a community. And come on back to center. Give yourself a last knee squeeze. And anything else that feels good. And it's time for Shavasana. Palms up. Nestle your shoulder blades a little closer together. It's going to create a little nest for your heart. Lift your hips and tuck them away from your shoulders. Soften the back of your neck. Relax your jaw. And I'll bring you out in a couple of minutes. And if you're on a schedule, start to feel your belly lift and fall. If you're not on a schedule, you stay there. And if it feels like the right time, start to open your hand nice and slow till you feel it stretch in the palm, reacquainting with your physical body. Some of us like to roll the head left and right coming out of Shavasana. There's no wrong way to do it. But try to keep some of your Shavasana as you move on with your day. Stack your hands on your heart. So the heart is always in a place of contentment. The heart is, according to many sources, and I tend to believe this, the heart chakra is the seat of your soul. Your soul is always perfectly content because it's not behind the veil of forgetting like our conscious mind is. And the very purpose of yoga was to help us remember who we really are. We're living behind this veil of forgetting. It's by design, because this forgetting who we are, or what we are, more accurately, greatly accelerates our spiritual advancement. Bring your thumbs to your third eye and honor that higher self in you. Have a wonderful morning, day, or evening at home, or whenever you're watching this. Namaste. Great job, Maureen. Sorry for what?